So Red Dead Redemption 2 is officially out in some locations and reviews have gone live. Personally myself, I did receive an early copy from Rockstar Games yesterday and have spent the last number of hours getting immersed. Don't worry, I'm not going to be discussing any spoilers, and the gameplay in the background is pretty much just me free roaming, a few NPC interactions and some fails. But I will say, from the dozens of hours I've spent exploring this vast world and progressing through the story, this has exceeded my expectations, something that I didn't think was possible. There's just so much detail and content in this world, and I truly feel I am nowhere near the ending, thank goodness, and I think this is everything we hoped it would be and more. But that's just my initial impressions, and right now I wanted to highlight what critics are saying about Red Dead Redemption 2, as all of them have spent much more time playing this game. Currently on Metacritic for the PlayStation 4 version, out of 71 reviews, the game has a 97. Interestingly, if Red Dead Redemption 2 stays at a 97, it'll become the highest reviewed PlayStation 4 game of all time. For the Xbox One version, out of 25 reviews, it holds a 98, which also makes it the highest reviewed Xbox One game of all time if it stays at that. On OpenCritic for Red Dead Redemption 2, it also currently holds a 97 based off of 72 reviews. The thing is, nowadays, you don't ever see these types of scores. Every once in a while, a game like this will come around, and a lot of the times it is from Rockstar Games. But right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 holds a better score to its predecessor, which received a 95 on both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version. Now, to some of the actual critic opinions, Gry Online, one of the biggest Polish gaming sites, gave the game a 100, saying, "If only I could give Red Dead Redemption 2 a higher score than 10, I would. This is by far the best open world game that has ever graced the face of Earth. No other sandbox can ever dream of holding a candle to Rockstar's newest gun-blazing, incredibly detailed Western epic. I envy all of you who are yet to embark upon this fantastic journey and discover all the secrets this game holds. Truly, I could wipe my memory clean just to be able to experience that world once again. A true gem of the most noble kind." IGN, who also gave it a 10 out of 10, says, "Red Dead Redemption 2 stands shoulder to shoulder with Grand Theft Auto 5 as one of the greatest games of the modern age. It's a gorgeous depiction of an ugly period that's patient, polished, and a huge amount of fun to play, and is combined with Rockstar's best storytelling to date. Even after finishing the lengthy story, I can't wait to go back and play more. This is a game of rare quality, a meticulously polished open world to the Outlaw era. Looking for one of this generation's very best single-player action experiences? Here's your Huckleberry." GameSpot gave the game a 9 out of 10. They did note one bad thing, saying elements of semi-realism take you out of the experience rather than draw you into it, but that was just one criticism. They also had this to say about the game: "Red Dead Redemption 2 is an excellent prequel, but it's also an emotional, thought-provoking story in its own right, and it's a world that is hard to leave when it's done." Easy Allies gave the game a 100, saying Red Dead Redemption 2 tests the boundaries of interactive immersion. "Few games look this good, play this well, and have this much to offer. It begs you to slow down, turn every page of its dramatic tale, and savor every last breathtaking detail. It challenges you to be prepared for anything and make the right decisions when your choices matter most. Arthur Morgan is the lead, but the world takes center stage to pull you in. With a list of challenges left to finish and an online mode launching soon, we plan to spend a lot more time in Rockstar's unparalleled recreation of the Old West." Now, the only negative, or I guess you could call it a mixed review, that has come about is coming from Slant Magazine, who gave the game a 70, stating that Red Dead Redemption 2's evocative, often beautiful sense of place exists insofar as it is still convenient to the player, which harms some of the desperation and hardship the game means to convey. And they also said Red Dead Redemption 2 never quite squares its themes with the need to give players an open-world cowboy fantasy, and outside cutscenes and conversation, most of those themes don't seem to exist. But overall, looking at all of these reviews, there's a clear theme, and it is that this is arguably the best open world game to date for a variety of reasons. And yes, Slant Magazine gave a more mixed one, but there's always going to be an outlier like that. Obviously not 100% of people are jumping up and down for this game or really anything, but the fact that this currently holds as the top PlayStation 4 and Xbox One game reviewed on Metacritic is pretty telling. Also, from looking at many of these reviews, the complaints I read were minor, and the only review that holds criticism again is the one from Slant, which video games are subjective, so obviously the possibility of 100% of people enjoying a game is pretty unlikely. But now I do want to do a quick rundown. It's actually going to be a little long, of review scores. Now, VG247 review, they said this was a genre benchmark. Eurogamer recommended it, US Gamer gave it a 4.5 out of 5, IGN a 10, GameSpot a 9, Game Informer a 10, Press Start a 10, Video Gamer 9, Metro 9, COG Connected 100 out of 100, National Post 9.5, Shack News 9, Attack of the Fanboy 5 out of 5, Destructoid 9.5, Games Radar 5 out of 5, Stevivore 10 out of 10, EGM 10 out of 10, XGN 98 out of 100, Game Planet 95 out of 100, Push Square 10 out of 10, God is a Geek 10 out of 10, Daily Dot 4.5 out of 5, Worth Playing 9 out of 10, CG Magazine 9.5 out of 10, Slant 3.5 out of 5, Australian Gamers 10 out of 10, Guardian 5 out of 5, We Got This Covered 5 out of 5, Telegraph 5 out of 5, Xbox Achievements 95 out of 100, Easy Allies 10 out of 10, Multiplayer.it 9.6 out of 10, Everyeye.it 10 out of 10, Hobby Consolas 99 out of 100, Gameblog 10 out of 10, GamePro 96 out of 100, DualShockers 10 out of 10, GameZone 10 out of 10, PlayStation Universe 10 out of 10, and actually I'll just go down, Gaming Trend, The 6 Axis, PlayStation Lifestyle, Game Revolution, all 10 out of 10, and lastly Forbes gave it a 9 out of 10. Wow, and I could keep going on, but what's clear is that in every aspect, Rockstar Games nailed this, and in my mind it easily is Game of the Year, and I do think there will be conversation of Game of this generation. Anyway gang, I still have many more hours to go until I complete this game, but from my time I've played, I just can't wipe the smile off of my face. The characters feel so personal. The story is so far amazing, the open world is beautiful and vast, and in many ways, this doesn't feel like a video game, but an experience. But what do you guys make of these review scores and high praise reviewers are giving right now? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for much more Red Dead Redemption 2 content to come, as I'm one of your best sources on this game. And remember, Outlaws for life.